we got you guys with yet another update on the Aaron Donald case. And Mario, guys, it turns out that he didn't do anything. Yeah, I know. I'm just as shocked as you. I remember on Friday we made a video. We made two videos 2 days in a row, and I don't even know if those are relevant at this point. But we'll link them in the description down below, anyways. But yeah, after we stopped recording and we got all set up Friday, this came out, and I read it. I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me. But anyway, let's get to it. So the attorney who was representing Vincent Spriggs, who apparently got attacked by Aaron Donald, mistook Aaron Donald for somebody else. So in reality, this really never happened. And there's actually a video on it. I'll link it in the description down below, and I want to hear what you guys think about it. But Aaron Donald's attorney, Casey White, had a quote about this, and I quote: "As he ducks, somebody from behind grabs him to stop him from interacting with this guy, Mr. Spriggs. So he holds Aaron back in a sense. At that point, that's when other people come to Aaron's aid and defend him by removing, so to speak, Mr. Spriggs from that area where he is punched and is fighting. It's a mutual fight, and at this point, between other individuals who Aaron just doesn't really know. Aaron actually runs over to Spriggs as aid to start pulling people off this guy. He's trying to get these kids off Spriggs. He gets at least two or three people off of Spriggs, and at that point in time, somebody grabs Aaron and says, "This is not a good situation. Let's get the heck out of here." So basically, according to that quote, what ended up happening is he seen him getting attacked, and I guess Aaron Donald jumped in. And I guess they mistook him for the actual attacker, which I mean, a lot of people are probably gonna be like, well, how does that happen? You know what I mean? But if you watch the video, it's kind of hard to tell who to, because not only is the camera quality kind of potato cake, but at the same time, it's kind of dark at night too. So it's kind of hard to tell who to, you know what I mean? But um, and before I pass it on to you, Mario, I just want to say the article is written by Lindsay Theory, who wrote the other two articles from before. So I'll start off with you first, Mario.
Yeah, well, I'll say this. I mean, at least he apologized to Aaron Donald, you know? At least he didn't like go along with it. Because sometimes you'll see this, right? And you'll see like the assault actually happen, right? And you'll see them, and even though they know they're wrong, sometimes they accuse they when the accusers accuse them, they'll continue it and they'll push it to no man's land. But this guy, I mean, he apologized, so I gotta give him credit on that. The other thing is, I can't imagine how Aaron Donald must have felt when he was actually helping this guy who was getting beaten up, and then he got accused by the same guy that he was helping. I couldn't imagine that, man. You know, can you imagine like helping somebody and like make it help trying to help someone, be safe, and all of a sudden they're like, "Well, you did it." Like I can't imagine. I can imagine the actual like emotions they're going through. He had to be going through. But I mean, I'm glad that Aaron Donald wasn't what do you call it? Wasn't like a part of like no violence at all. He was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. You know, it was a bad situation. I do commend Aaron Donald for helping the guy. You know, I do commend him for that. Unfortunately, his friends like pulled him off, and unfortunately, he couldn't help him for long until the police came and ended up stopping everything. And the video, we'll put the video down below too, so you guys can go check it out because it is confusing if we talk about it. But if you look at the video, you'll definitely see what happened. Um, but yeah, I'm glad that this is all out the way. I'm glad that Aaron Donald is not getting charges pressed against him for assault that never happened, and hopefully he can just continue focusing on football, in the upcoming season. So I mean, with that being said, I wish Aaron Donald the best of luck this season. As for DeVincent, I wish him a full recovery. Again, those injuries look pretty bad, and I do wish him a full recovery because I don't want to see anybody like that. Even if they did start trouble, like you really don't want to see people in that type of condition. You know. So with that being said, again, I wish everybody the best of luck and can't wait to see Aaron Donald this year on the field.
Yeah, right. There isn't a lot to say. Like I said, you can go watch the video yourself, and I know a lot of people, like I said, are probably gonna be like, well, how do you mistake them? Well, the video kind of says it all. The quality's kind of ass, not gonna lie, and it's dark out. So I can understand why they were mistaken, and the dude was intoxicated. So, most likely you're gonna mistake somebody for somebody else if you're intoxicated. Most likely, take it from me from firsthand experience. But look, like like you said, and I'm glad you mentioned that because I was gonna mention that and it never really crossed my head. He did offer an apology, and he could have just been like, oh man, that's the wrong person, might be, I'm gonna move on to the next. Like, no, he didn't do that. He actually offers an apology because, like you said, the guy that he tried to help just blamed him for something he didn't even do. So I'm just glad he apologized. And best of luck to Vincent Spriggs. I hope he has a speedy recovery. As for Aaron Donald, I think I mentioned this in the video on Friday. Um, but him and the Rams are in the midst of a 6-year, $135 million extension. So now that this is all cleared and out of the air, and that we all know that at this point Aaron Donald is in fact innocent, this extension could be coming in the near future, probably this week. I'm just speculating. It could happen this week. It could happen next week. It doesn't matter. Whenever that happens, we will get that to you guys. Obviously, because it's Aaron freaking Donald. Um, yeah, well, that's really about it. So with that being said, best of luck to everybody. Best of luck to Aaron Donald. Best of luck to the Vincent Sprague. I hope he has a speedy recovery. And yeah, kids. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Whatever you are, um, out there watching, just don't get intoxicated in public because most likely you're gonna end up getting in a fight, especially if you're in a club. So the the boom boom room, what that was called, right? The boom boom room.
The boom boom room.
I still want to know who made up that name. That's pretty funny. But
I
look,
did too.
but look, best of luck to everybody in the situation. And as for you guys out there, if you're gonna get intoxicated, try not to get in fights. I just don't want to see anybody getting hurt.